So I'm here with Ricardo Campos in beautiful San Diego by the sea, and you are charged with building a football club, NASL San Diego team almost from scratch. It appears you have an ownership group and a media relations person, of course, but that's about it. So the obvious question is, how do you build a football club from where you are now?
First of all, thank you. Thank you for having me. And I think I'm certainly not alone. We have managing partners that are part owners and also managing the club, so it doesn't put me by myself. I do have another 3 or 4 guys that are working with. It's Bob Watkins, obviously, Vanya Chandara, and Alex Gontran. How do we build a club? We're attacking all the different parts of the club at the same time in a certain way, but at the same time creating the basis of it. So a lot of it is the not so fun side of insurances, workers' comp, stadium locations, and all these little details that create the base of the team. At the same time, looking for the sexier parts, which is player acquisition and scouting and all of those parts. So because we have a very tight turnaround date of starting in March, we have to be ready. And we're attacking all of these different projects with each one in different segments of the business. But overall, we're pretty confident how it's all going. It's just, it takes a little bit of time. I know everybody wants the announcements of everything that's coming, but we'll have those in the next 30 to 60 days. So I think at the end of the day, attracting people comes down to, are we going to have a quality product on the field? So I think the product on the field will dictate if people will come or not. And obviously our target is to be as entertaining as we can to attract customers. Now, with time, we want to take, especially at the beginning of this, reach out to every single club in the area to develop some level of partnerships. May that be on the field, may that be off the field, may that be an exchange of players. That's what we're open to exploring. And so with the Cholos, obviously it's a great opportunity that could benefit both teams. We've already started the process of reaching out to all the clubs and started creating those relationships. We have spoken to them. We, welcome MLS in San Diego without a doubt. The more competition, the more soccer exposure there is in San Diego, the better for everybody.
An East Coaster and a West Coaster. I've only lived on the West. NASL always seems to be an East Coast league, like New York Cosmos and Florida teams and a few others. Although we have a team here and we'll have another one in addition to you, how are you going to cope with the travel costs? That almost all your trips are going to be the 3,000 miles and very expensive and the wear on the players.
That's a very good question. It's one of the things that, from my experience in MLS, travel affects quality of play. So now we have 3 teams, and the league is growing. The league is expanding. So part of the investment is you're aware of those travel costs and the wear and tear on the players as well. So it'll be part of preparation. And at the end of the day, they have the same issues of flying over here when they come play us. And so for us, it's no excuse. It's just part of planning, part of the costs of operating in the league. And we're excited to have 2 other teams here. One of them we could probably bus to. And then, San Francisco will be a little further, but it's still a very short trip.
Now, just in the last couple of days, a TV deal has been announced with beIN Sports, which obviously I'm sure the league is very pleased with itself, very pleased with the outcome of that. But will you be seeking local TV deals for your club?
Yes, 100%. We're currently already speaking with a couple of potential partners to produce and put our teams on local TV.
And I think one of the questions that still annoys a lot of American fans is that they have to see commentary in Spanish. So can you give us assurance that there will be commentary in both languages for fans and it will be of quality?
We will do everything that we can to get high quality commentary on the games. We understand that is, it's part of the entertainment experience for fans, is you have to listen to the guy for 90 to 120 minutes. So you want to make sure that it's somebody you like and it's a voice that people connect with.
Now, obviously, apart from the name and the colour of the jersey, the biggest announcement is of the head coach. Have you started looking yet?
We already have some things in process, and that will probably be coming out in 30 to 60 days as well. Sorry to give you no real answers, but it's things are in progress.
Have you narrowed it down to a certain amount?
Yes, we have. Yes,
that'd be 3.
I'll keep it as we have some people in mind.
Okay, Didier Drogba is at Phoenix and he's apparently turning out for him. Have you talked to Demba Ba and Eden Hazard about maybe donning the boots for the club here?
Those guys are very successful in what they're doing right now, and that's where their focus is. From a ownership and development perspective, they're working with us, but as far as where they're playing, that's they're with their clubs right now. And we won't change any of that.
Yeah, but your team will start in a year's time. At that point, was that something you think?
I would love it if they came to play for us. Of course I would, but it's not the plan right now. Let's just put it that way.
And the final question: you have been from MLS and now you're in NASL, and you of course spent a lot of your footballing life in New York, and now you're in California. Which change was tougher on you culturally?
I went to school in California, so I went to university here. It was a very easy transition. I come from São Paulo, which is very big city, just like New York. So for me, both were equally challenging at times. It was different times in my life where it was going into school, the other one was going into the professional world. So it was different, but I would say both were fairly easy. I've traveled around the world, so I've pretty accustomed to adapting to new cultures and new cities and finding new things to do.
Okay, Ricardo, thank you very much.
Thank you.